If prisons had trampolines, this is how I'd imagine it. Weird green slime is the pad, surrounded by iron bars. Hello
Whoa!
everyone, this is a first time for me doing this. This is 1.8 snapshot. Yeah, this is the first time I've done a snapshot video. I figured, you know, new update, why not? Why not just start doing some snapshot videos? I'm sure there's a ton out, but hopefully this one helps. It's a little entertaining, hopefully, and just gives you an idea of what to expect to be coming out. So I guess I kind of set up a whole bunch of things, as you can see, in a creative, just a super flat world. And so I guess we'll start off with the new type of stones and bricks that can be found. So actually, let's quick kind of get these in our hotbar. Yeah, there we go. So first one we have diorite. Diorite, crafted by 2 cobblestone and 2 quartz. And I'm pretty sure the order cannot be switched. Like quartz couldn't be where the cobblestone are, and vice versa. Has to be like that. These are like the crafting grids. So all you need is a 2x2, and you get your dorite or diorite. And then next, we have granite, the reddish kind of block, like cracked block. And to do that, you just take the diorite and put quartz next to it, just right next to it or wherever. I think you put it anywhere in the crafting table. And yeah, then you get, of course, a piece of granite. And the third kind of new stone material is the andesite. Yeah, andesite. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Which is just the diorite with cobble next to it. So to get all of these new blocks, you can just use nether quartz and cobble. That's all you need, and you can find them in the just generated in the world. I mean, it's not like they're not like cobblestone, but they're not like, you know, they're not as common as stone. Like I don't think I can find any on the surface, but I guess they're not like rare. So there's plenty to go around. I thought maybe we could see some on the surface. Yeah, so they're pretty fairly common, and like I said, you can craft it, but then that's also using nether quartz. So probably better to just go look for them in the earth and mine them. And on the opposite side, I just have the corresponding chiseled versions of them. You just take a 4 of whatever block, and it makes chiseled ones. I'd say out of the chiseled ones, I like the chiseled andesite the best. Or polished, sorry. It's called polished. Yeah, they're the polished version. I like the polished andesite the best because I think, it's going to go, it has the most opportunity to go with other blocks. But of course, I mean, red is my favorite color, so I do like the granite and the white. We definitely, there's a, I mean, we got the quartz blocks, which were white, but those are kind of fancy. This is more like a earthy, a little more realistic. Work as quartz is. Yeah, some of the blocks can be realistic, but it's very, very uh, bright. Whereas this is a little more easier on the eyes, one could say. So next we have the famous slime cubes. If sure, plenty of people have heard about that. I think the slime blocks, everyone's been looking forward to that. Yeah, so it's just 9 slime balls, and it can be uncrafted back into 9 slime balls. Just show you that quick. Yeah, so a lot easier storage for slime balls, which is actually nice because on my LP world I have probably over 2 double chests of slime balls from my slime farm. I mean, whenever I'm at my main base area, it's active and I don't have like an off switch for it. So yeah, it's been running for a while. I made that pretty early on. And these two things right here are probably the favorite right now of the update. We can now get mossy stone brick, and we can get the chiseled stone brick easily. I mean, this was, you could find a stronghold and you can get an okay amount of it, but now you can just craft it. Vines, I mean, they're basically infinite. You can just regrow them. You can make a vine farm. Stone brick, not hard to get. And now you can use 2 half slabs on top of each other, stone brick half slabs, and you get the chiseled stone brick. So whereas this was, you know, kind of like a status kind of thing, like showing before if you had any of these, it was like, oh man, you actually found a jungle temple. That's pretty cool. So now you can make things with chiseled stone bricks. I think a lot more castle style builds or stone brick style builds are gonna be coming out soon. It's like you got 3 new, well, almost 6 new type of stones. You have like the unpolished and polished versions, so that's a lot of texture right there and color. Slime blocks, I don't think those will be really used for any let's set the time quick. Yeah, I don't think those will be used for much building purposes, but never know. Some people can get creative. These are going to be used probably more often, especially these. Now these are easy access, so it's going to be interesting building with those. And I just made this for fun, like you saw in the beginning of the video. My little version of a prison trampoline, if such thing existed. And I guess we'll kind of get to over here to some of some other stuff besides new blocks. We have here the all the villagers. Now you can see like these are all 4 of the quote-unquote farmer villagers, but in the snapshot they are now classified a little differently. The blacksmith are classified into 3 kind of subgroup things. You have the weaponsmith, and the names are up top here. I did some of the trading with him, so he'll buy coal, sell axes, buy iron, of course. I think they all buy iron and coal from you, or you can trade it for an emerald. Swords, of course, I guess diamonds, enchanted swords, and enchanted axe. Yep, this is the toolsmith, so obviously like shovel, pick. I guess that's all I have unlocked so far. The mechanics with them work differently now as well. And then you have the armor, which sells, of course, all the kind of armor, a bunch of chain armor. Yeah, so the mechanics work, I think, a little differently. I'll explain that, I think, at the end. I want to get all through these. You got the clerk, which buys rotten flesh, so that actually might be that might end up being a little overpowered there, depending on how exactly the new trading system works, because rotten flesh is really not that hard to get with zombie spawners, especially if you're lucky enough to find like a dual spawner. 2 close enough to make, yeah, 1 like kind of trap. Buys gold, buys ender pearls, which is pretty crazy. 4 ender pearls for 1 emerald. I mean, people with enderman farms are just going to be stacking up on emeralds. And still, you can buy redstone dust. And the new trade here, a new trade, is you can get lapis lazuli, which is important for enchanting, which we will get to. Here you got the shepherd. So wool, shears, and then you can get all the colors of wool. Yeah, so not too interesting there, but actually wool is a pretty good trade. It's not that hard to get a bunch of wool. Here we have the fisherman, string, coal, and he needs the coal to cook the fish, obviously. And you can get enchanted fishing rods, which is pretty neat. Farmer, you got wheat, potato, carrots, bread, basically anything made from you know, anything that you can grow. And I found this interesting. You can trade pumpkins for emeralds, and oh, I guess you can trade, yeah, watermelons for for it. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And some of the other standard trades. And this rain keeps coming back really quick. That's annoying. And last, for the farmer kind of group, we have the Fletcher, which kind of sells like bows and arrows and give them string and flint. So kind of just like the other random stuff. So I don't see him being used too much. Yeah, the string could be, spider farm. Get a lot of string. And then for the butchers, we have the leather worker. Obviously, kind of self-implies his name. You can get saddles, the leather armor. You can give leather to him for emeralds, and the regular butcher, which deals with all the animals, cooking. So pretty self-explanatory. And the librarian, just stay the librarian. I mean, all of his stuff is pretty much the same. Not Thorn's one book, yeah. So I'd say the librarian didn't get like any changes at all. So poor librarian. Now the thing is, I don't know exactly how the new trading system works. What I do know is, let's see, you can, when the last trade is activated, it doesn't always reset. Cause I had this last trade. Maybe we can get it to go again. I had this last trade for this butcher, which is the cooked chicken. I had it stay X'd out. Yeah, so I had it. Yeah, like right now, it's even though it's the last trade, or I don't know if it's exactly the last trade because I haven't been able to like unlock anything more with them. The unlocking their items now. See, now he has two things X'd out. Seems to be weird. It seems like you have to go through, or you have to trade different kind of items or buy different kind of items for them to, one, either reset their trades or get a new trade. And actually, when you do trade, two things actually. Each of the villagers, I'm pretty sure, started off with two trades. So like the butcher started off with the raw pork chop and the raw chicken, and I found that, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was all, if not most of the villagers did that. And then, like, say, okay, I traded, then I just went straight for the raw chicken. I traded 15 chicken for an emerald. It gave me at least like 2 more additional trades. Sometimes it was like 3 or more additional trades. So it's not just like progressing one by one. That's about as all I've found out so far about them. So that was interesting. I guess if I find out more about it, it'll be in the next snapshot, and we'll just leave that there. I thought that was dirt. It's kind of weird. This granite looks like dirt. It's like a very vibrant dirt. Yeah, so I guess we will go to the enchanting system. Yeah, so this is definitely weird. What you have to do is in creative mode, you can just, enchant and, get whatever. But in survival, you have to put a piece of lapis in and whatever you want to enchant. And the enchanting is a little kind of broke-ish, I guess. Not broke, it's a lot different. You can see it shows like, okay, so I'm guaranteed to get protection 1 plus maybe something else. I'm guaranteed to get protection 2, or unbreaking 2 plus something else, and then for this tier I'm guaranteed protection 4 plus something else possibly. And you need to put 1, 2, and 3 lapis per corresponding tier, plus you need the levels. So say, yeah, obviously we're in survival, so it doesn't matter, or creative, so it doesn't matter, but say that was like, like fire aspect, and you don't want like a fire aspect, you want protection actually protection 4 is pretty darn good. Say you want like, we'll say you want like a respiration helmet. Like there's basically no way you're gonna get that. Or say you want a protection helmet, but it says fire protection. You're automatically gonna get fire protection, and as of right now, pretty sure there's no way to change that. Even if you break it, you can enchanting table. There we go. Even if you break it, set down another enchanting table, it's still the exact same thing. So it's like, or even remembers, I even tested it out, like taking out all the books, like placing new books. It nope, you just can't change it. So like, actually, that's a pretty crazy helmet for a chain helmet. I mean, I don't think anyone would be opposed to having that helmet. Respiration 3 Aqua Affinity 1 Protection 4. But yeah, so, but obviously, you know, I don't know if I have anything I can test on. Let's maybe try another sword. That's not what I want. There we go. Yeah, so okay, sharpness 3, I'm breaking 3, even still that's not that bad. But so it's basically, it guarantees you a certain enchant, but if you don't like the enchant, then you know you're kind of SOL. That's basically the simplest way to put it. Yeah, so this enchanting is the enchanting table itself is a little, you know, kind of sucks. Just kind of sucks. But on the other hand, there's an anvil. So say, here, let's get a regular sword. Say like this is like almost broken. Can I do that? Oh. Oh, I guess it won't let me do that. But cheaper. The anvil repairing tools cost cheaper. And like even like adding things to them. Basically, the anvil has been definitely buffed, which is that is good. Times it 0 quick. Yeah, so the anvil definitely is gonna be useful. That might, I don't know, might get changed because it seems a little too, oops, a little lag there, a little too good right now. But you never know. I mean, I think with the enchanting and the anvil, it maybe is a little balanced, because the enchanting is kind of iffy. But yeah, another quick thing about the we want to go to options. You can see up here, difficulty hard. You can put it on whatever. So this is a creative world, and then you have this lock button, which are you sure you want to lock the difficulty of this world? It can never be changed again. So we say, yeah, it's a locked on peaceful. So that way we can kind of make each world individual like difficulty. Say you got, you know, you got a hardcore world, you know, that you know you don't want to accidentally put on peaceful or something. You know, you can just lock it. Same with peaceful, like creative world. You don't have to worry about mobs running around and switching back and forth. Or you got like a LP world like I do, I can just leave that on hard. I actually had my zombie pigmen baby zombie pigmen that I caught despawn because I went to creative and it was on peaceful, and then went back and it was still on peaceful for a little. Yeah, so that was definitely not fun. So I had a quick cut there for a second. I wanted to make sure this was set up completely, and I will show you, or I'll show you first what this little device is, and then explain it. I just kind of thought of this off the top of my head. I was like, hey, we got these new slime blocks, as you can see down there. what's a quick little thing I can do with them. So I guess here goes nothing. Zing! I came up with this. I don't know how I thought of this or why I thought of this, but yeah, just I guess I kind of want to like, hey, what's the first thing that comes to mind when that I could actually use these slime blocks or something? And it is a secret door, but it's a little interesting. So with the slime blocks, with their properties, your bounce is never gonna. Well, first of all, it's not gonna bounce you even close to what your height was. Here we can bounce over the tripwires. I mean, we make it like about halfway. I'd say we make it like, yeah, I'd say we make it about halfway from the height we were, at least at this height. I don't know, like the higher you go, is it like, what the equation is? I don't think it's half the height always. Maybe it is. But then obviously as you like continue to bounce, it gets less and less and less and less. So you're just bouncing here and then you just stop. Yeah, so what I did with this is I was like, okay, well if you bounce up, find out from that height where you bounce, how you bounce back. And then I was like, okay, so we'll put a door here, an opening, set it up with tripwire, so you activate the tripwire, and then make that tripwire go into a 2x1 secret door. And this door is CNBC Minecraft. I think that's the his name. I'll put a link in the description of this door. He does it. It's a 1-minute tutorial. It's really fast, but if you pause the video at the right spots, it's not that hard to build. 6 pistons, like a few repeaters. I needed to add an extra repeater and put these 2 repeaters on full delay. Otherwise, it would activate too quick and then close back up. Yeah, so I mean, you just fall off, it activates it, and then you hold the back arrow key. And I mean, I think your body goes through this, but since it's a transparent block, you don't take any damage. But if you just hold the back button, you make it straight through, and if you're lined up. And so I thought, this could be pretty cool. This could obviously be tweaked and used in many different ways. My first idea was, to have it like kind of like that, and then like have like another wall that like you jump like into. But I just use, this method where it's like the same wall. You're like jumping, and then it's just like a different kind of entrance, and you could have your base like out here, whatever. And then for this opposite side, I just have that, and it can even just push you out, if you have some of your base or whatever this way. Yeah, so that is just a quick little contraption I built. I have it, however wide. I think this is what 3, 6, 7, like 7 wide, 8 wide. I don't know. It's like 8 wide. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. As long as like this tripwire doesn't interfere with any redstone. I'll just have this tripwire like 3 from, the center, or from your entrance, and then I have it, going down 2 blocks, and then this is the whole contraption. There's some redstone under there. And then the pistons, of course, like I said, I'll link the description to his tutorial in the below. And then I just added a button, obviously, because you probably want to get back out. But for now, this is the end of the snapshot. Leave a comment if you liked it, or just, your feedback is always nice. This is my first time doing a snapshot video, so a little different, just kind of staying on top of the game in Minecraft, looking at the cool new blocks, getting ideas. I mean, there's one idea already. So I know there's going to be tons of new ideas with these blocks building. I'm looking forward to watching my favorite YouTubers build stuff. So thank you guys for joining. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.